Alright guys, so I don't know how much of the audio I might leave in this video, but here we go. Here's the Mustang. See our side exit exhaust up here in the bumper in front of the driver's side tire. Cowled hood. I'm not sure how much of the original hood is on that, or if that even has anything of the original hood. I know that the outer edges around this and the main support of the hood is still metal-ish, I believe. The rest is fiberglass, excuse me. Got some fancy little windshield wipers. Yeah, I don't like these. These are gonna go. Might repaint these, because I can do that. Not exactly the best painter in the world, but that I can do. Gotta figure out what to do about that. Can't hear music in the car because the radio doesn't really work and it won't let me Bluetooth to it. So yeah, I guess get to listen to the sound of turbo. I don't know. So you can see those are American Muscle wheels, American Racing, I believe, if I remember correctly. Ignore that. I don't really care for that team. Didn't even know that was on the car. It's probably a little darker when you clean it up. As you can see, that is a filthy rear end. Come back around over here. I want to pop the hood. As you can see, it also has those door lock things. Never knew what to call. Oh, well, there's a fidget spinner down there. I never noticed that somehow. Got some other stuff. But we're going to ignore that for now, because that's not important. As you can see, we got different gauges. These two work-ish. This is disconnected. Previous owner let me know that that was done because it sprang a leak. That is never good. Obviously, over there in the royal purple box that I had to grab from a workplace, has a spare turbo that is bad. The intake side turbine wheel is eaten. I'm not sure what ate it. It's like some kind of Mike Tyson thing there. Not sure. The exhaust side, it's fine. The bearing's gone. Yeah. As you can see, 5-speed short throw shifter. That is a Pioneer radio. I might have to see if I can't get that fixed. Those are expensive. Do have radiator fluid over there. Some antifreeze. Fuel injectors. I'm not sure what they're from. I was told that they were bigger fuel injectors than what the vehicle has. It does have the Mach speakers for the Mustangs. There's a lot of cables running everywhere. Yeah, I don't like that. Also, the Takana belts, or Tanaka, excuse me. I'm not used to this brand yet. I've heard of them. I'm too fat to fit in them because they're way back there. But hey, that's okay. Well, I'll have to figure something out. That's got to be fixed. Let's see. Not sure what all these cables do, where they go. I know I saw there are some lights back in there. I don't know if y'all can see them on the center console. But they're there. Let's go ahead and pop the hood. And yes, the entire dash does work. What is that? I never noticed that. And I've driven this thing. I don't know what it means. Oh well. Onward to fun stuff. As you can see, the interior's not too bad. It's actually taken pretty good. The dome light works. Wish I knew that the other night when I couldn't see jack squat in the car. Never slam doors in cars. It's not a great idea. It does not do well for them. See if I can. Okay, so I don't know if my phone just stopped working or what, but something happened and it made it mad and it stopped working. So, yeah, It was Collins One Auto Repair down in Jacksonville, Florida. They stopped to help us on the side of the road and helped to limp it home with little to nothing on the back wheel back there. Thankfully, it all worked out fine where they did, but they did inform me that the radiator down here is going and expanding. As you can see right there, there's a little icky going on, which could just be overflow. I have yet to check that. I do need to drain the radiator because it has been filled with what looks like water. We're not sure yet. Not cool. For those of you that don't know, antifreeze does matter. You do need to find out what kind of antifreeze you're running your vehicle. And do not mix colors. Do not mix colors whatsoever. 50-50 antifreeze. Don't use water, please, because it'll. Let's see if I can actually. So this is looks like an 18-pound spring on this, and it is. That is crusty. That I probably also need to get a new one of those. But as you can see, all that brown stuff, that is rust and particle buildup from, the water going in the car and into the motor. Never good to have that. Power steering pump covered in oil because there was a slight mishap with the oil cap, I believe. I could be wrong. Alternator is covered in fluid. I believe it is oil from the oil turbo drain line. Down there you can see, I don't know if y'all can see that AN line. There you go, that line right there, that's got to be replaced. It's being held back by a thermal coated zip tie. I had to remember and think for a minute. And yeah, look, yeah, I don't know how I feel about all these wires hanging around everywhere that one ground. Now, I don't believe that the folks that I purchased the car from, I don't believe they did any of the wiring mess. He did the mechanical work, if I remember correctly. And he just never had the time to get around to it. He just made it to where his son could drive it. And here we are with it, and I don't know much about these cars with the struts in the front, or, well, I think they're struts. I really don't know. Also, gotta fix that. That ain't good. But they're pointed in different directions at the top on the strut tower. Whatever. Maybe nothing harmful, but as you can see, there is an AC compressor, We are in the South. Yeah, no AC lines. Why? Whoever did that, why? You're mean. You are heartless. But who cares? Or maybe this is just a custom hood. I'm sorry, guys. I am ADHD full blown. I think somebody actually just built this hood. As you can see, there's the fiberglass part. I don't know much about these cowled hoods. But it's pretty cool. I mean, you can't see jack squat out in the car unless you're tall enough, and I'm barely tall enough. I'm a pretty tall guy. I'm 6 foot something. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't think you guys can see that, but the pulley's chipped. The power steering pump pulley is chipped. That is not cool. I'm finding more and more issues with the car. Also, I can't tell if this is the turbo feed line up here, the silver one. Might be. I believe that one is the correct. That is the feed line. It is touching the serpentine belt. The serpentine belt has been cutting into that AN line down there, by the way, the one we talked about earlier. Or, well, not it. The serpentine belt hasn't. The harmonic balancer. The harmonic balancer has. That's why the zip tie's down there. We had to pull it off. But so far, I mean, the engine runs pretty fine. As far as it needing a tune-up goes, it still runs pretty okay. It does. It rattles. When I say rattle, I mean the entire vehicle shakes because either there is no motor mount, or it's gone. I don't even know where I can see that from with these headers on here being reversed up to the turbo. So like I said, like, there's a lot of work that I've got to do to get this thing running the way that I want it. Headlights need to be adjusted. I don't know how to adjust Mustang lights, and you guys can pick fun at me. I mean, I'd pick fun at myself too. I'd pick fun at anybody that said they didn't know how to adjust a headlight, because, you know, it sounds so simple and easy, but it's not always the case. I really like this car. Like, I don't know about you guys, but this is the most appealing front end you can ever drive up onto the side of, just because of the headlights and the way that the front end's built. Very fun car. So I don't know if there's, like, the turbo has a boost cut on its own where it just blows, but I've hit something of the sort. I hit it the other night, and it was, if I had one of my friends riding with me or somebody riding with me, they probably would have laughed their head off because of how hard it hit. So I could see there was a sticker here. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Actually, it looks like there was a sticker and it's been painted over. Is that a sticker that's been painted over? Or is that just, maybe that's just dent. Good dent. I will be working on all these, trying to get all these dents pulled for the most part, such as this one. This one's going to be pretty hard one to pull. Yes, I know, guys, beard, it's got to go. I'm lazy, I got to shave it. I know it looks horrendous. Trying to remember where else we had any issues. Oh, that's right. I completely went ADHD and didn't finish talking about that. That is the O2 sensor. The only O2 sensor on the car, I believe. Or, well, me and my co-workers believe. But yeah, that was tacked on by Collins One Auto in Jacksonville, Florida. Thank you guys for doing that. This is a huge shout out to you guys. I will try to put a link in the description sometime. I might have to put that in after I upload the video, if I do upload this. But yeah, this is the car. It is very fun. I'm actually terrified to start it right now because there's leaky stuff. Thank you for all the cat litter oil dry that I have laid out, because I foresaw me parking a vehicle in my mother's driveway that would do this, because, well, so far the only vehicles that we've had that leaked are Fords. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You've created mess. You bathed me in transmission fluid. That hurt my feelings that day. It was hot. Which is also why I had to wait till this late, when that covered up the sun, or, well, the sun's somewhere back there, to do this, because it was really hot today. I don't know if it actually hit 100, but it felt like it. I know it's definitely like 140 in my truck when I got out of work today. Also, don't know if I have fluid in here. Oh, there's still fluid in there, so we're good. That is definitely a neat turn on that right there. So I actually think I don't feel like the motor is centered properly, or something's off with it. I can't really tell. That might just be the motor mount issue. As you can see, guys, I don't know how this bumper's held on. I mean, it drove all the way from Florida all the way up to where we are in Georgia. We're near Waycross-ish. Nobody would know the town if I know my county if I said my county or my town. Or, well, you might. I don't know if you guys are if any of you are into football, but if you know Stetson Bennett from UGA, who now plays for the LA Rams, well, we're here. Right in the hometown of him, himself, and I, or well, he, excuse me. And, you know, we do have colorful stuff down there. I gotta figure out how all that works, because that radiator and everything's gotta be drained. And I really don't know if this radiator serves any purpose. It looks like it does, but there's definitely a leak somewhere. That's not cool. But it doesn't overheat yet, so yeah. That needs to get out. You need to get out. Why is there a cut wire in there? I don't like that. Is this seriously where? What? Dude. Oh. There's a lot of cleaning that's going to go on. I got to put I don't have to. I want to put a heat shield there. That way that fat boy does not burn them and melt them into oblivion, because that would suck. Somebody murdered a dragonfly. I don't know if that was, I don't think that was me. I think it was my uncle. My uncle had to drive this back from Florida. This is my first manual car, I believe, as I stated in my video yesterday. I don't know. I don't keep track of time because I'm just here trying to have fun and figure things out. I don't want to, you know, keep a car that's potentially dangerous on the road. Excuse me. I also can't speak because, yay, whatever. Also need to fix that, because I don't know about you guys, but I don't think that's supposed to be dropping from up here to lock, because, well, there's only that's how that's supposed to work. So I got to figure out how to redo that, if I can, because the hood also doesn't sit right. I know y'all, I don't know if y'all caught on, but it's like it sinks down into there. I don't think the hood's been painted. I think it's just that black. But it does need to be worked on. Or I'll just get a new one. I don't know yet. Haven't decided. Definitely looks like a new filter. It is. It does look like a Spectre or Spectra. I don't know how you guys pronounce that. Turbo intake kit or cold air intake kit that's been put on a turbo. Which I'm actually going to have to open that up and look at that and check on the turbo, because the last turbo was eaten by the Turbo Monster, which I don't know if this engine's a Turbo Monster yet or not, but it acts like it. So, fun stuff awaits with this car. I do have a friend that does have another 5-speed 3.8 liter Mustang. His is the 35th anniversary? 40th? Whatever year they did the anniversary version of this, it was, I believe it's 2004. Lightning. So he's going to try and get back on that and help me later on. He wants to test drive this, just to drive it around, and it is definitely a fun car. Hopefully it's going to stay a fun car. Hopefully I can afford to keep it a fun car. That is definitely the biggest concern at the moment. And I don't know what that is. It's just dancing around down there. He's trying to figure out what he wants to do. But a lot of dirty stuff, oil, possibly from the AN line down there. Yeah. I know I say a lot. That's because I have to ponder and think and consider what I'm about to say and how I say it. Because, you know, sometimes words don't come in. Okay, that filter has a lot of spacers on it. Oh, Lord. Oh, boy. Oh, well, I do have another radiator fan for this car, though. I did get a brand new one of those for this. That is also a huge thank you to the young man that owned this car before me. I gotta do that eventually. That means everything up there's got to come apart just about, because, yeah. I don't even know where any of this stuff hooks up, so that's going to be fun. Whatever. Is what it is. That looks like it's a catch box. I can't tell. Or catch can. There's supposed to be. What's this? What is this? I didn't even notice this. Well, is this for the hood? It's supposed to cover? I think this is for the hood. I actually think that's for the hood. Okay, well, yeah, the car needs a bath. I might, I still gotta go get it titled. And all that fun stuff. That will be done here soon. So I can legally drive the car on the roads. I mean, I can legally drive it right now because I just purchased it and I have the grace period in Georgia. And I do have paperwork in the car saying that I purchased it and all. Yeah. This is the Mustang. I would start it up in this video, however, a lot of stuff has to be fixed. I'm not going to start it up unless I have to drive it, which I might have to drive it here in a couple of days, because I'm not good with money. Thanks to that truck. That truck taught me absolutely nothing about saving money. Neither did this. But hey, here we are to make a YouTube channel. Well, revive a YouTube channel. YouTube channel. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, fun car. I don't know what that sticker says. We're going to ignore it. You guys are loud. I don't know if you guys can hear the cicadas or whatever those are. The bugs. Insectoids. But yeah, we do have slight damage over here too. That is another spot that annoys me. That truck has little to no dents in it anymore. The paint job is horrendous. I did have it painted. And it has disappeared, thankfully. You know. But I still gotta fix this. I don't know when I'm gonna do that. If I ever do that. Yeah. Might just be a track car till or well, not a track car, a parking lot car. Yeah. Or a driveway car, I don't know. There's a lot of orange down there. I have to have this thing detailed and cleaned up after I get it fixed up. That's a smart choice. Get it fixed before you detail it and clean it. I mean, well, for the most part, I have to clean the engine bay, because I'm not gonna sit there and was like, hey, can you fix my car? Like, go over it and check out what's going on here, like, and recommend what to fix me up with it. And I don't know what's going on there. The previous owner didn't do that. That was somebody they bought it from that did that. Maybe it'll get cleaned up, maybe not, who knows. That's also going to be fixed because it is melting the brand new bumper. Looks cool. It's got to be finished out though. What is this too? Is this a vacuum wipe? I don't know what this is too. It's just hanging there. That ain't cool. Oh well. We'll have this car fully looked over by somebody here soon. It's a Ford Ranger. But yeah, out of all the stuff, I did have the car scanned. I did check my engine light on it. Most of the codes didn't matter because this fat thing right here was pushing so much air into it. It's just essentially a ramjet, because there is no Holley Sniper kit on it or any kind of turbo system into the car to tune it. I know a lot of you may think that is weird, but the way this works is turbo is just blowing air into the engine right now at a unlimitedness of the turbo's power, so it does whatever it wants, which means if I play too hard, kaboom, and then there goes the motor. and then I'll put double the price of what it would cost for me to have a Holley if I sniper kit put in, or whatever I go with. You know, I'm not sure what I would go with. I'm definitely going to add some preferences at work, because we do have race car drivers where I work, or well, racers. I can't say really race car drivers. They know their stuff around this racing stuff a little more than I do, but so far everybody seems to be stoked about this car. Everybody's, and when I did take it to work the other day during my lunch break, everybody was like, that is ridiculous. And it is a ridiculous car. When this thing is running, you hear the turbo before you hear the exhaust. It just sounds mean. Like it doesn't. I've never heard a 6-cylinder that sounds like a V8. And I mean a meaty V8 at that. Till I saw this. It just does whatever it wants. And yeah, it's a happy car right now, that's for sure. We'll be getting into it. We do have rust spots on it. I know I said I was probably going to end this video probably earlier, and I still haven't because of ADHD. But we're going to figure something out. We're going to sand some of these rust holes down, because it's just surface rusting. Come on, guys, take care of it when you get the chance. It's going to look hideous for however long, but it saves the car in the long run. I mean, of course, unless you're one of them fab guys and you don't really care, and you could just pop a weld piece on there and like, it's good. I can't do that. I don't have the mental brain capacity to do that, but whatever. I know it's been a long video. I probably got 10 minutes on the other section. I still got to edit in. I still got to create other stuff, and there's a crack in the hood. It's probably from me having to drop it from the moon. Whatever. Still got to create intros and outros for the channel. I did have to use a picture of the car from when I got it to have a cover photo for the video so people know what the vehicle is. But yeah, this is my first bought car. That is my first vehicle over there, that 97 F-150. That will always be the first vehicle I've ever had fixed up and driven. She's experienced a lot of problems right now, and now I have this. I don't know what I was thinking. Apparently, I have a thing with Ford. You hush. Either make it rain or be quiet, because you're not making it cool yet. And ignore that. I hate that car. I've had to replace so many sensors on that car for my mom, and it's annoying. I wish it would fix itself, because she deserves better. Because she can't drive the vehicle behind me, because it eats gas just about as, no, it actually eats gas worse than that, believe it or not, and it's a lot newer. But yeah, it is overfilled with oil though. So next time you see this car, it might be getting an oil change, might have new motor mounts, might not. It will have a tag though. I will have a tag here shortly. Definitely clips to hold this stuff in, because that is sketchy. That bolt already flew out. But yep. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This has been the first actual video of me stating out issues of my new 2003 Ford Mustang with a 3.8 liter turboed by a 63mm turbo with so many different brand parts on here. It hurts my brain. I'm one of those people, like, I don't know if you guys have heard, you quit it over there, of Master Pro or Precision, Moog, Holley, Edelbrock. But if you got a brand and they can possibly supply the same parts for the whole build, I try to usually keep the same brand. That truck over there, my truck, has nothing but Precision parts on it. Except for, of course, the few Dorman parts that are for OE spec, because I'm not really modifying that truck, because it's my daily still, even with a hurt transmission. This is about to be the daily. A terrifying daily. I know I scare a lot of people with this car. especially since I don't know how to drive a manual still. I'm getting there, guys. I'm trying. Was going to go test drive it today, but it was too hot. No AC, black car. Well, this one's gray. Close enough. Black, gray, gray, black, black. Yeah, they're close enough. Hot, cool, fun. Just remember, guys, don't ever be afraid to jump into something automotive. Just make sure you, if you don't know what you're doing, always try and find a way to learn. Ask. You can, if you know somebody that is a mechanic, you can always give them a call. Ask them, somebody that is mechanically inclined. And if you're not confident in it, you know, always have it double checked. You can have a mechanic come out and look at your stuff in most places, and they can verify, you know, this is what's wrong, blah, blah, blah. Or take it to a shop if you can drive it or tow it. And don't do the customer state stuff, because it's always going to be bad. Just let them go through and inspect your vehicle. I should have had this one inspected before I purchased it, to make things a little safer, because the people who owned it didn't know of certain problems when they had it. And like I said, they were, I don't think I've said this, they were very upset about what happened to the vehicle after I had purchased it, with the incident involving this wheel back here. Because it's not cool to have a vehicle. It doesn't feel good to sell somebody something that's going to break. It does not feel good that way. And these were good, honest people that sold me this vehicle. And I honestly told them, like, hey, like, right now, I don't want the vehicle. I know I just paid y'all for it. Whatever y'all want to do, is it's in your court. Right now, obviously, I would like to take the car back to you, or have it towed back to you, and get money for it. Get my money back for it, or at least a portion back, or, you know, come down on the deal a little more than what I paid for it, because of how terrifying it was. I didn't drive it home from the rest of the way after that happened. Thankfully, it happened to somebody that knew how to drive this properly. Because if it was me, I probably would have wrecked, and I probably would not be standing here. The car would not be standing here. I know that for a fact. And possibly many others, because this did happen on a fairly busy interstate at a fairly busy time in the afternoon. It was about, this is about 11 o'clock, so it's about lunchtime. Most people are driving along the interstate to go to a different part of town to get food, because it's Florida, why not? But yeah, they were very upset, because this car was also their son's, and he was driving it literally the day before this incident happened. So they did come out and help me as best as they could with the car. Got everything straightened out with it. Funny sound. And hopefully, you know, hopefully the young man that did sell me this car gets to see it again one day. Hopefully fully built the proper way. Because his dad was the one that was building this, if I remember correctly. And he was trying to do it correctly. And he just didn't have time to get to the electrical. He got through the transmission and the engine. I believe they're the ones that replaced the turbo. So that is a new turbo on there, actually. That's maybe a year old. Engine and trans have about 3,000 miles on them. But yeah, this is the car. And this is the new project, obviously. I made something mad up there, or someone made the storm system mad because I called it a coward. But cool, that's okay. So we're about to have to head inside for the day. Back inside to the cool air. Yeah! But this is the car. I know a lot of people thought I had actually either died or ended up in the back of an ambulance when the incident happened. The owners actually thought that as well, and they're also in the middle of a few things. I don't know if they really want me to say this. Then again, they may not be watching these videos. If y'all are watching these videos, please do comment and let me know how things are going with y'all. Because I'm going to try and keep everybody updated on this. Because this is a very, very good car for somebody to work on. Oh, the headlight's not in. Oh well. But yeah, it's a fun car. Very, very fun car. Very good car. Everything on the car is extremely good right now, obviously, except for the few issues that I've had to point out. Nothing too horribly major. Now, if I keep driving it like I've been driving it, which is like an idiot, don't ever drive like that. I'm kidding, guys. I'm a safe driver. I mean, as far as stalling it out, like I have been, because you don't know how to drive a manual. Just let it sit until you can at least get it fixed, because it does need motor mounts. Might get a turbo mount, I don't know. We'll have to see how well this whole system holds up. Being it's directly off the headers, I believe the headers are pretty strong. They are cast iron, it looks like. Wrapped with heat shield to help minimize melting of any hardware or wiring. It's getting really dark now. I don't know if my light works. Oh, my light does work. Oh, and it makes things look hideous. So at that note, you know, I hope you guys are safe out there. Stay safe, be safe. Stay smart. You know, be creative, and don't give up, guys. Just keep on with it. Even when the going gets rough, keep going. Keep pushing. If things are going really bad, you know, just try and wait them out, or, you know, do stuff that's positive. Like, the whole week before this car, I was extremely in the downs and the dumps. Not okay, guys. Like, especially if you don't have somebody to talk to. I don't really have that many people to talk to. My dad passed away in 2020 due to cancer. Cancer sucks, guys, so y'all do watch out for that and be safe. Of course, I don't really have a father figure in my life anymore, so I'm going about this on my own. Yeah. I say that, but my workplace is basically my father figure. I ain't gonna lie about that. Those guys have been there for me since I joined the team. And they're definitely going to be there for me for a lot longer than other people will be, because they're not going to get rid of me, because I'm not going to let them. I'm going to aggravate them and make sure they know that I'm going to aggravate them and all that good stuff. But this has been the, again, sorry guys, I'm ADHD, full-blown ADHD. I get sidetracked, as you could probably tell. If it wasn't clear in me making the comments, it is clear now, I hope. I don't even know where I left off, but this has been the video of my 2003 Mustang 3.8 liter turbocharged with a 63mm turbo, stage 3 clutch, 5-speed. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end it off here, guys. Any questions or comments, go ahead and just drop a comment down in the video. Like the video. If you're new here and you like the content, or you think I might actually do something great, subscribe, and also leave a comment. And also leave comments as to what to do with the car and where to go from here, because obviously if this motor blows, it's getting a V8 somehow, some way, some form, and then we're really gonna have fun. But anyways, you guys stay safe, stay happy, and always smile.